Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Van Pebble. Today is a special day. Every day is special, but today we get to play Ball Pit X. No, it's Ball X Pit, actually. Ball X Pit. Pit. I love this game. I'm actually good at this game. I think this game is, the thing I really like about Ball X Pit is that to move on to different levels is not impossible. You know, there's a lot of games that are so fucking fun lately, but they're so difficult, and I'm gonna just throw a name out there. No offense to the game, but Balatro was one of those games. We started playing Balatro. I'd say we've streamed it like maybe 27 or 28 different times. I've probably streamed it over 30 times. You know, hour and a half streams, sometimes 2 hours. At first it was fruitful, very fruitful, but then it stopped being fruity. It started being fruitful and started being fruity. The fruit turned sour, let's put it that way. And now, whenever I play Balatro, which I still play, it's really a chore just to get any runs that are good runs, you know? The way games are nowadays, there's a lot of games that are coming out these days where it's all about the playability, the replayability, and it's about making runs now. That's what it's about. I don't know if it's been like how long it's been that way. I just got back into gaming probably a few years ago, maybe back in like 2020. The pandemic got me back into video games. I'm grateful. Also got me into streaming as well. Because that's when I started seeing that's what you can do with video games. Because, you know, at least I was able to go, well, if you're going to play games, at least do something with it. So the idea of streaming was like, oh yeah, that's it, man, that's it. So that's what we do. We're still doing it. I don't think we didn't start streaming in 2020. The idea formed. I think we probably started streaming like a couple years ago, but I've been streaming like the last year has been my first full year of like streaming nonstop, like on a regular basis. And this game, Ball X Pit, I think is a representative of what games are like today, but also like what games are like today if they were like really. I think this is an award-winning game. I don't think it matters. I don't care about awards myself. That's why when the Streamer Awards happened this year, I was like, I was asked if I wanted to be. I'm kidding. I wasn't asked if I wanted to be. I can't go on this charade. The charade any further. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Van Pebble, and today's game is Ball X Pit. Let's get it. We are not sponsored. We're not sponsored here. You start seeing me drinking stuff, and I like to include people in on what I'm doing. Like, for example, God, it smells so good. What if you wanted to, this is like not an ad, but I'm asking you. We're not sponsored by them. But if I could be sponsored by anybody, it would be LaCroix. LaCroix is water that is sparkling water that is flavored. It is sparkling flavored water. Why is this a big deal? This actually was a game changer for me, because during the pandemic I was eating a lot of food, playing a lot of video games, and I wasn't working at all. I wasn't exercising, and I got fat. Now that doesn't mean I'm not fat now. I think I've obviously still got, but I think I'm doing a lot better. Like, my security job has me on my feet like 30 hours a week. And I think I'm looking like, if you look at, like, obviously, you know, I'm a big boy, right? Right? I'm a big boy. But I feel like we've lost a lot of weight. Or at least we're distributing it better. I definitely feel that way. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump right into Ball X Pitt. We've been playing this game a lot lately on our own. But the thing is, it's not like I've really been playing it that much. It's just a good game. I think it's just a game that understands that you don't want to bang your head against the wall. I've been playing this game for 21.4 hours. I played Balatro because we were talking about Balatro. I played Balatro for 311 hours and I hit a wall with it. But with Ball Pit, I'm not hitting a wall. Now I hope we don't hit a wall. I don't want to all of a sudden make a wall happen. I don't want to say it and then the wall appears. But I think we're in good shape here. And I really like the way this game is made, the strategies involved. Let's play. I'm not sure where I keep forgetting where I put my face for this game. So if you do excuse me, I need to figure that out. That would be Van Pebble. And you can do this too. If you ever want to see what your favorite streamer is doing, of course, by that I mean Van Pebble. You go to Ball X Pitt, you go Van Pebble, then you type in Ball X Pitt, and you can see all the wonderful, wonderful things we've done. He's a wonderful streamer. It looks like we were on the left-hand side. But it looks like that changed, huh? Why did that change? Oh, that's why that changed. Okay. We'll figure it out as we go then. No problem. But it looks like it's probably going to be more like something like this, but we'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the screen here if we can, please. Can I have your attention? Hello? Let's take a look at the screen. And take a look at this here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. We'll figure it out. This is my setup. It took me a while to set this up. I don't know that it's a great setup. I'm sure that it's not the greatest setup. But this is what we did. We bought a bunch of land. We bought a bunch of stuff. We fill in the blanks. We're doing the best we can, ladies and gentlemen. And there goes the harvest. I sort of set it up so that it's basically in thirds, so that each section has its own sort of, try to balance it a little bit, like rocks. Oh, we've unlocked a new character. That's great. That's always good for a stream. Unlocking things. Let's play this, baby. But yeah, this is what we look like. This is where we're at. The one on the far right, those are new wheat fields. It's supposed to be getting like way more wheat. And I try... The reason why we have 532 rocks now is because we used to have like 50 and I couldn't figure out why I can't. And then that made me like learn to put the rocks and the wheat fields and the let's see what else. You got, here's your resources, your forest, your boulder, your dense wheat. That's what those little patches are, dense wheat. You've got a big slab of granite. We have that. We own that. We have that. We own that. So you buy all these things and then you have to get them. And it's like, this is the second part of the game that I was talking to my friend the other day about, my friend Kellen. Shout out to Kellen. And I was talking to Kellen about this game, and I told him about what you're about to see, the part of the game that I told him about. But this part of the game was the part that I said was an unexpected joy, because I didn't realize how much I loved this part of the game. which is like you set up your fields, but even looking at it makes me feel like obviously I love looking at this kind of stuff, and it is cool, like that I made this kind of, you know, like this is my own garden, and really when I look at it I go, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel kind of smart, you know, like, oh, because there were reasons why we did this. Originally, we didn't have enough rocks. So what we had to do is start buying more rocks, which aren't very expensive. But then you go, well, the way that these guys harvest, it's called harvesting. They do it like there's only a certain time when you can harvest, and then there's a cooldown period. So basically what they do is, look, after you harvest, now you go back to this thing, which is the platform, I guess it's called. So this is our platform, the Pitt lift. We're on level 7, and I'm just really happy about our progress. I mean, level 7, actually, we spent a lot of time on the first 2 or 3 levels just thinking, here we go again, another one of these games that's impossible to beat. And then the characters that they gave us are really getting the job done. So now we're on level 7, and I'm excited to show that to you because I don't know, is everybody where I'm at with this game? Like, I just feel like it's really great. And we just unlocked the new characters, so let's see what the new character does. Actually, we unlocked a couple new characters. Street performer flourishes abound. Lobs balls in the air at a target position on the field. Balls don't start bouncing until they reach the ground. And then this guy is balls bounce normally off the bottom of the screen. Just your average flagellant. So let's pick these two guys. Let's let these guys work together. And here we go, folks. I love everything about this game. I love the graphics. I love it all. It's a home run game. And it actually makes me feel like, it gives me that old school video games vibe. Like, to me, this is like this to me feels like an arcade game. Like you're at the arcades. This is going to be a tough level, I can tell. We're going to lose fast here, but that's okay. Is there any reason why I'm not getting good angle? Okay. Oh, we were gonna die so fast. This is the first time I played this level, actually. Can you tell? I'm really getting killed. Wow, that was fucking crazy. So there you go. That's what happens when you use 2 brand new characters that have 0 leveling up. Not worried about it at all. And here we go. That gives me a chance to harvest again. Selfishly, he said. Then we'll go up here. Let's do this. Let's try to get some action in the left field. That guy's still bouncing around. That was nice. Alright, let's get back into it here. Let's use the philosopher. The philosopher, by the way, as you can see, the check marks, this guy gets busy. This is my favorite player in the game so far. And then we will, and this is why we're beating the level so quickly, because we were able to unlock the fact that you could use 2 characters. I'm gonna say that this flagellant guy, flagellant, that a fart joke, I don't know, is really not great. Like, it doesn't, I'm not excited about that player. Let's see. Who am I excited about? Who am I excited about? These 2 get busy. These 2 do a good job together. Let's put a couple together that we haven't really put together. Let's do these 2. This should be interesting. This I like a lot because this will choose. Every decision will be made for me in this game. All I gotta do basically is just move around, collect all the good stuff, and strategize where things are gonna get hit. Oh, am I picking? No, he's picking. Yeah, he does the picking. He's like a genius philosopher thing. That's his backstory. It was a good idea to have this to have this character in the game. This is a game that, like, if this came out in 1985 or whatever, boy, this game is so good. Look how hard it is, though. Fuck, this is hard. Gee whiz. I love it. So fun. Okay, wait. Oh, we had our face in a pretty good place. Okay, let's go. What's the wagon wheel? The only thing I don't, I wish I had a little bit more time to read what these powers are. But because he's in control, he picks. The character I'm talking about is the philosopher, weird green face guy. He picks everything, so he just moves on. He doesn't give me a chance to read. I would like to kind of read, like, what are some of the powers that we have here. But look at that. Like, we're already evolving. This is fantastic. Evolution's important, as we all know. Okay, thank you. Give me a minute to eat, to drink a sip, please. Endurance 9, Strength 13, Leadership 10, Speed 8, Dexterity at 12, Intelligence 8. Detailed stats. Look at the detailed stats. Okay, let's go. That's all I really want to do with this game is just cook. Constantly cook. And see how fast we're cooking pretty good here. I was impressed yesterday. We got so much done in this game yesterday. And it didn't take long. Great music too. I love a game where you don't need like, I don't know. I used to play video games as like I would listen to background music while I played. I think any gamer knows that, right? That's pretty much what we started doing. It's almost like when you used to do homework and you would just, uh-oh, we're in trouble here. We're gonna die here. But still, we did great. That's a really good start. I'll probably play those guys. Actually, I'll play somebody else next time. Yeah, you know how like when you're like a kid and you do your homework and you listen to like music in the background, you're not really even listening to the music, but you just kind of like it's giving you something while you're like kind of studying. That's how I used to play video games until I got to a point where I actually enjoyed the game so much. And I also feel like the streams are better with, I don't know, I've said this, but I don't think you're a streamer unless you're using as little outside sources as possible. It should be really just you and the game, but that's me. I'm a purist. What can I tell you? Let's go for it. See what we can come up with here. Lots of wheat. I can see we're gonna get lots of wheat here. Collect 1,000 stone in total. In total. This is an accomplishment that we had. Collect 100 wheat in a single harvest. Yeah, we've got way lot of wheat. Like way lot of wheat. Way lot. Let's see here. Let's get back into it. I think this time we're gonna pick some guys that I really like. These first guys were just great, and they just work really well together. Let's pick the Itchy Finger, and then let's pick the Spendthrift. Two great players. It just feels like we're just gonna lose so fast here. I don't know what the deal is. Nah, we're doing good. We've got, because these guys have great powers. Like these guys, the Blood Ball is like my favorite, probably my favorite weapon. Wow, we are getting fucking killed here. Oh my god, we're about to die already? Like, in all fairness to myself, this is level 7, dude. This is level 7, bro. This is high level stuff here. I wouldn't try this at home. Remember when people would use that joke all the time? Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. That must have been like an advertisement. We got a lot of our jokes in the 80s from advertisements. Because advertisements was where you could sort of, you could do like sexual innuendos and stuff. As long as you were clever, you could do whatever you wanted on TV back in the day. And that was our big source of entertainment. Commercials. Remember when like that was a big deal when the Super Bowl would happen? Let's just keep harvesting, I guess. What the hell? Lots of wheat. Lots of wheat. Lots of time going now. That's too bad. Oh, we got a new character. Okay, that's good. I love that. Where did that guy come from? Okay, good. Who cares? Yeah. Let's play again. Well, now I have to do the new character. Let's just do new characters. Oh, we can't do other new characters. Okay, I guess we're just gonna lose a lot here. No problem. I'm gonna soften this baby. I'm gonna soften this level. That's my goal. Oh shit, what the fuck's happening? This is weird, hold on. I'm playing Ball X Pit, and when I started the level, nothing's happening. No, there's no movement. What's going on? Is it a glitch? This is clearly a glitch. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Let's try this again. I want to use this player. Oh, it says the character is locked. Okay. What is going on with me right now? Am I okay? Am I gonna be alright? Default character, no special quirks. Hold on. A retired general, experienced beyond belief. The only problem with this guy is he's going to be too slow. The iron is too slow. I can tell you right now that's not going to be a good character for us. We should probably do like, this guy works for me because he's got lightning. And then we'll go with... this guy's strong too. And hopefully we won't have a problem again. That's weird. I've never seen that glitch before. Please work. Okay. Oh wait, what's happening right now? Oh, no balls. So this would just be these two. Okay, cool. Hey, no, it's working fine. It's working fine. I was worried. I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks not having the little baby balls. The baby balls are pretty important, I feel like, for this game, but maybe we'll get lucky. Probably not, though. I was going to say maybe one of the upgrades, but I guess if you don't possess it, you don't possess it, maybe. Alright, we'll probably die fast then in this one. Yeah, this ain't gonna last long. It's really weird, too, like, the... Streaming this game is weird. Because I'll have, like... Dude, I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. I had the run of my life yesterday. I couldn't lose. And now I can't win. To save my life. This is just terrible. I just wanted to die there. Alright, let's return to base. Another harvest. Look at this. That wasn't bad. That was decent. Alright, back to the game here. Let's pick some goodies. Let's go with our... We know this guy's gonna kick butt. And then let's pick, maybe one of the newer characters. Let's go with the juggler. Oh, wait, go back to the juggler again. Let's go with my two classic bad boys. Two bad mother effers. Again, no baby balls. I don't know why that's happening. Hold on a second. I want to just hold on a second. I want to try something here. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a glitch in the game, or that guy. I thought they're supposed to have baby balls. All right, here we go. The baby balls are, of course, those little white balls that go. It does feel like something's off on the game right there. I don't know if I ran into glitching or what. Thankfully, this game is really good at, like, very fast. It loads quickly. Let's pick a classic guy with a classic guy. Two classic guys. You normally have everything. Baby balls, the whole thing. Let's see if these guys have it. Yeah, see, these guys have it. I don't know what happened there. I must have picked a player that didn't have the baby balls. It's just too easy to just sit there and like make a joke about not having balls. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, is that what we're gonna do? We're just gonna keep talking about we don't have balls or whatever. It's like, I don't know. I remember I was a little kid. I was like 8, and my whole family was there. We were playing music on the radio. We were at the dinner table, but I don't think we were eating dinner. In this particular memory, no, we probably were eating dinner. And I started singing a parody to some song, and it was basically like, you know, just like we were just doing, like no balls or something. And my father was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, you know, I did that too. I was like, huh? It was like, you know, I did that when I was like 13. I get it. I guess it's funny. And it kind of taught me, like, you know what? People, like, aren't going to placate me and just tell me, like, I'm funny if I'm not. If I'm not doing something. It's not like want to be a funny guy, quote unquote, but like not just being funny, like anything. My parents aren't just gonna fucking. They taught me that lesson. Like, you gotta bring it, you know? Like, we'll be nice. We will, like, we will support you. We'll, like, clap and applaud. But if you're gonna tell a joke and it's not funny... And I really think that my parents would be good for some of the streamers these days. Like, you know? That's all I have to say about that. Wow. Jesus Christ. Automatically chooses upgrades. Love him. Balls no longer deal hit damage, but AoE and status effect increase. No baby balls. That's why. Okay, good. I was starting to like, kind of losing it a little bit. I was like, is this game just... Well, at one point there was nothing happening in the game. Like, there was no one, but that's not imagined. Okay, here we go. Let's do the best we can here. Oh. Lakers are playing right now too. Lakers are playing really good lately. Then they got LeBron back today. I'm kind of hoping LeBron can like, you know, at first I was worried like, is LeBron gonna be okay coming back? I'm like, what am I talking about? It's LeBron James. It's literally the best player that ever fucking lived. Let's face it. We've never seen a LeBron James before. Yeah, but he's not better than Jordan. Yes, he is. He's a better player than Jordan. Yes, he is. The reason that Michael Jordan won so many championships is because he had the best coach that ever coached. Well, that's arguably... No, he's the best. He's the best NBA coach ever. He's the best NBA coach ever. Phil Jackson is the best NBA coach. And that's why. If Michael Jordan was being coached by all these coaches today, he wouldn't have gotten as many rings, guys. No. So this whole argument that people have about, and maybe we'll clip this. It won't be a watch clip because people are like, who cares? But like, to me, I gotta get it out there. Because really, if you're gonna talk about the best player in a sport, I need to drink something. By the way, I'm happy we're playing, so it's going much smoother this time. Gee whiz. Ooh, nice. That was a big deal right there. Ooh, dynamite. Oh, evolution. Oh, virus, look out. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick. You know, this kind of makes me think of, you know how you think of random things while you're playing? I was a security guarding something the other day, and this kid came up to me because I know who the kid is because I know his brother just from working there. And he was like, hi, I just came from a basketball game. He's a little kid. He's not a little kid, but he's like 14. He's like 12, 13, 14. The sweet spot for boys. Because boys that are 12, 13, for the most part, are really, really nice. And so he was like, yeah, and I've just played basketball, and he was with his team. So he was with his coach, who was like obviously a man, like probably younger than me. I would say I'm 50. People don't realize I'm old. The guy was probably in his 30s or 40s. And so I would say like maybe late 30s. And anyway, so he's clearly the parent, and then there was like three other kids and this kid, and the kid basically said, "We just played basketball and we lost," and the blah blah blah, and I go, "How did you do? Like score anything?" And he's like, "No," and I was like, "Ah, it's all right." And all of a sudden, the father guy steps up to me, but like he kind of goes, "Well, all that matters is that they, it doesn't matter if they win. It just matters having fun out there. That's what it is, right?" And I swear, I mean, I went with it. Like, I was like very nice about it, like, yeah, of course, yeah, because it really is. At that age, really, it's about getting out there and playing, because that's when you learn that you're good. When you're 12 and 13, like that's when you start to learn, like, oh, I can like do stuff with my body. I'm 13, I'm 12. I can throw a ball fast. I can jump over things, But something about the guy saying it doesn't matter, like, kind of made me realize that is that's going to be a thing that's always going to be an issue with some parents. There's some parents that are going to say, we'll play the game, but like, I'm almost at my point here, which is like, there's some parents that are always going to be like, oh, it's all about playing the game, kids. And then there's some parents that are like, play better, win. I don't know. It's very interesting. There's always going to be the parent that's like, everybody gets a trophy, and then there's going to be the parent like, don't get a trophy until you earn a trophy. And I don't know. That came into my mind for some reason. Let's go. Having fun here. Having a good time. It's always fun when you're winning. This is great. We finally got to the first semi-boss. Like this is like the semi-boss. Oh, look, the arrows are following us around. That's not good. That's no bueno. No bueno. Do you ever like hear phrases like no bueno and you love it until somebody you don't like uses it and then you're like, fuck, I hate that. You ruined the phrase for me. That happened to me with no bueno. I like no bueno. I worked in kitchens for years. People would say, that's no bueno, no bueno. And then some fucking bitch, some girl that's like, and she deserves to be called a bitch. She was just like, oh, look at this like Heaven's Gate here. That's what we're doing. She, please, I want to beat this thing so bad. This part I want to beat. Damn, that was fun. I'm running that back. We're going to do those guys again. The embedded and the conjugator. Those guys are great. We'll return to base. But anyway, so the girl that ruined it for me, no bueno, was a server. She was like, I worked in I've worked so many jobs. I worked in a Jewish retirement center, and the servers were all kids. I was 40. I was a dishwasher. So I just wanted to work indoors. I was tired of working outside. I was tired of, I was like, if I'm going to bust my ass, at least let it be inside. And it's really hard to find jobs when you're just a regular looking guy. If you're trying to find work and you're just a regular looking guy, you're going to have trouble out there. And that's what we ran into. So we ended up being a dishwasher in a Jewish retirement center. And it was like all the servers were a bunch of like scumbag, like 18-year-old kids that were just getting their way into college, and life was all about them. And oh, I hated that job. Oh, I hated that job so bad. That job was rough. I had so much patience at one point in my life. I don't have much patience anymore for that kind of shit. Like, I can't deal with like workplace shenanigans, workplace like harassment, workplace toxicity. It is like everywhere, and it's workplace toxicity is real. That's why, like, for me to keep, like, I couldn't wait to work by myself. I'm just upgrading stuff right now. Anyway, that went pretty well. Let's do another one of those. Let's do the same guys. Let's see if we can get these guys going. This was the guy, right? The embedded, yeah. Man, the fucking laser is so good, though. Laser. Those are like, but those stories are good. But I'm so glad, like, I like telling them, like, on a stream, but man, those were tough times. I had a friend, the guy, I'm not friends with this guy anymore, but I'm not friends with anybody really, but there was a guy that I became like a business partner with, kind of because we were both like having trouble together. Like, just work was, like I said, we're both average-looking guys, and average intelligence too. That's important to mention. And we just didn't go to college. We didn't really have much going for us, to be honest. I'm not complaining about it, but I'm just telling you. Like, I feel like that was my position. And so me and this guy were like, maybe if we team up, we can make more money together. So we did like a landscaping company together. And I ended up like, we went through really tough times together, me and this guy. I worked at restaurants while I knew the guy. I worked in fucking arenas. Like, I didn't work restaurants with him, but that was my first restaurant experience. When I met him, I was like 30 something. And I knew him for a while, but every time I talked to him at a certain point, he would always want to talk about the stories of the old days, and it would just depress me. I was like, I know we succeeded, like we're doing better, but like, I don't want to talk about the old times anymore. And I just had to like get rid of that guy in my life, because like really the truth is, like, once you move on in your life, there's a lot of people that you should just let go of at some point. You don't need them. They don't need you, and nobody needs anything, really. Like, nobody needs anything. Nobody needs somebody. I know it's going to surprise a lot of people that I'm saying that, but like, I find that to be the case. I don't really need anybody in my life. Once I realized that, life got a lot easier for me. I didn't have anyone to answer to. No excuses. I had no reason to make excuses because it's just me. And that made me feel like more confident going through life. I guess I felt like I had to have friends. I don't know who put that in my brain. Maybe my dad. I don't know. Gotta have friends. Like, you don't though. Because most people, you gotta figure out who really is your friend. Because most people don't want they don't want a friend. They want you to be their friend, but they don't want to be your friend. It's usually like a one-sided relationship in life. Same thing with bosses. Most bosses, they want you to do all this stuff. But then when it comes time to like... I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be careful what I say here. With the company that I just ended up leaving, and I work for a new one now, I'm not going to say anything negative about them. Obviously, I'm not going to say who they are. But they kind of weren't really very good. And then, like, they didn't have my back. They didn't teach me anything about security, which is it's a tough job if you don't. Luckily I've had experience for at least a year, but I basically worked as a 1-year experienced guard in a job that you should have a little more, in a site that you should have more experience, and they just weren't there for me. And it's funny that they wanted me to be on time and blah, 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 and do this and da, 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 wear a uniform, blah, blah, blah. But when it came to like actual help or real guidance, they just weren't there. And this new employer is, and I'm not just saying that like in case he hears or something. I know for a fact he doesn't watch my streams. I know for a fact because I was talking to him the other day, and he came to give me some new uniforms and stuff. And basically he was like, I brought up my streaming because he used to stream too. He used to stream World of Warcraft. He's that kind of guy. He's only 30 years old. I couldn't believe that, but he used to stream that, and he had they actually had decent numbers. It was just him and his friends like streaming the WoW. And so I kind of brought up to him like, yeah, like, thanks for helping me with the algorithm thing. I still don't get a lot of views, and he looked at me and he goes, yeah, you should like not stop doing. Basically, he wasn't telling me I should stop streaming, but he was kind of saying like, I don't get it. which actually makes me sincerely, like, I'm not even angry about it, because I know no one ever thinks that I should. Dude, when I played basketball when I was a kid and I was good at it, people were always like, you're good. People would tell people, he's good at basketball. He's a good runner. I was a good runner too. I was a good, like, long distance runner. And I was short. I don't know how I was good. And I like this because he picks the things and I can just talk. But yeah, I never really had, like, I've never been the guy where people are like, people will say I'm good, but like most people don't think that I'm good, or don't think that I would be good. Or like people probably wouldn't think that I would be a good security guard just by looking at me and talking to me, which is crazy to me. But I feel like that's the case. I don't know why. I just have that kind of thing. It's a charmed life, I guess. Or lack of charm. I don't know. I don't know. I blame it on... I'll tell you what I blame it on. It's interesting. I think the reason that happens is because ethnically... This is a very interesting thing to say. Ethnically, I didn't really have an identity growing up. My father was Italian, his parents were from Italy, but my mother was super white, and I look more like my mom, more like her. So when you grow up without a real identity, like white people always kind of treated me weird. Like he's not one of us. And Italian, of course, nobody would ever be like, he's an Italian guy. No, people be like, you're white, okay? You're not Italian, you're white. So not having the, like when we see other people and they've got some kind of a cultural identity, it just seems like they just win more in life. I don't know. Seems like people like have more confidence in them. They have, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's an interesting thing to say. I don't know. Should I say I don't know again? I don't know. Because I don't. Yeah, we're fucked here. This is good though. I like these two together. This is a good combo. Oh! That's huge. That's a big for the development of this game here. We're doing good. So yeah, I would say like, I feel like, and I know this is weird to say, but that I made it through, I got through the cracks. Like, you know how like they say like it's a miracle that we're here at all? I believe that. Like that whole thing of the sperm finding the egg, oh dude, the fact that happens is crazy. Like it's 1 out of 1,000,000 chance. Like some people will tell you, like when people talk about I might take myself out of this world or whatever, they go, dude, you know how crazy it is that you're even here talking to me right now? Like look at all the living things that are on this planet right now. I know this is like stoner talk, but I'm not a stoner, but like when you think of the entire universe, like everything around us, the fact that we made it to this level of life form is lucky. We're all so lucky to be here. But I'm saying that doesn't matter. Within the zeitgeist. The zeitgeist? Is that a word I just used? I don't use zeitgeist. What am I, Hassan Piker? Zeitgeist. Dude, that guy does use big words. Like, are you sure that word means... I'm not sure that word means what you think it means. What does zeitgeist mean? I can't believe I just used the word zeitgeist. The general intellectual, moral, and cultural climate of an era. Actually, that's the word I need to use. Because really what I'm saying is, like, when you look at the world out there and how huge and grand it is, and the fact that we made it to this organism, that doesn't change the fact that once we still have to live in the zeitgeist of humanity, and that like being able to rise to the top. And I'm not talking about making money, I'm just talking about being able to survive, still have a little bit of like the goal for me is not to make it to the end and be rich. I'd like to be rich, but I've never thought about money or anything. My goal is to try to make it as far as I can years-wise in life and still have my shit together. Still have my beans. Actually, I want to be smarter. Actually, I want to evolve. And you see that doesn't happen to a lot of people. A lot of people that get older, what happens? I got a neighbor. I gotta live with a neighbor. The guy's fucking old. He's not there. You know what I mean? And it's at first I hated the guy, but I still don't like him. But I realize that that's what happens to most people. You lose shit, lose your faculties. Me, I feel like, lucky for me, I just felt like a loser most of my life. That we're like climbing out of that. That by the time we become 100, can we make it to that? That we finally, by the time we get there, that we finally reach like our highest point of consciousness. There, I said it. Let's go. It's fun to talk like that. Okay, let's go. That's a Tuesday. That's a Tuesday Van Pebble. We still got 2 more days off. We're in great mood. We're contemplating shit. See me in about 2 days. I'm just going to be like, all right, we're going to play this game and then get the fuck out of here. It's going to be like, there's a different mood going on. There's different vibes for different days for sure. For this streamer, I will tell you. Like, do I think Hassan Piker is going to be like when he's 40? Do I think he's going to be, or 50 or 60? When Hassan Piker turns 50, is he going to still be this smart and this with it and this? I doubt it. I don't know, maybe. I just think people peak at different times. I definitely haven't even peaked yet, I feel like. I started seeing it in sports. There's a certain time when everybody's the same level of good at sports when you're a kid in school. And then all of a sudden you notice a year goes by, people grow, some people don't, and then you notice you're kind of like, oh shit, I'm still 5'5", and everybody else is 6'2", and I can't play basketball anymore. Because no matter how good I am, I'm just not big enough. That happens. This is a good run, actually. Stop with the arrows, stop. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it right there. For this run. That's it for the run right there. Run over. One more run. That's good. 13-minute run is really good, dude. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to the base. Good stream, of course. Loving it. Love what we're doing. Love what we're doing here. Just love it. Ah. I'm not mad at that. 784. Excuse me. Sorry. Let's give this another go, man. We're going to go with the conjugator. He's doing a great job. Hold on. And we can either go with embedded, which is really good. He's doing well. But I'd like to try... So sorry. These two guys together. Yeah, this game is great, man. It's so funny because I know that this is what I wanted to play. But I had planned out a different stream. If I were to schedule my streams, I think it would be weird because I don't think I could do it ahead of time. It's like Twitch has a schedule thing, and that would be cool to tell people like when I'm streaming, they would know exactly what I'm streaming and stuff. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna stream, and I don't want to just put something down there. I might just do just chatting. And then when I get there, just tell people like, oh, we're going to play this today or whatever, you know? Because it's not until I really am ready to stream that I realize what I want to stream. It has a lot to do with just how I feel and how much sleep I got. And like, did I eat yet? Or like, you know? All right, here we go. Oh, we're dead right here. We're in big trouble here. Oh my god, that was fast. It doesn't really surprise me though. Let's go again. I think these guys could do a better job together. I'm a fan of the bleed. That's the name of this ball, the bleed ball. It's really good. I like it. Maybe it's not great for this, but I don't know, but and bro, I could have told you, look, I could have told you, I'm trying not to be like other streamers, but I will say this, I told you, I could have told you, that the streamer awards were gonna suck. It's not an award anymore, it's just people friends with each other. It's the good guy network. Does anybody know what that means? It means if you're a part of a group and then you're solidified, and then you can win awards and you can be part of the team, you can collect money and you can be the big next rich person that streams because everybody said so. That's what the streamer awards are. It's guaranteed money, man, but it only gets divided amongst the people that are the hip people in the group, because it's run by one person it's too prejudiced. So I could have told you eventually I don't know, I thought maybe people weren't as hip to it as I was. I knew right away, like, this is stupid, this is prejudice, this is biased. It's whoever's friends with QT Cinderella or whatever their names are. And so I kind of could have told you right from the beginning, but I didn't know it was going to be that fast. Like, I thought, it'd be a couple years and people will finally get sick of it. It looks like people are sick of it now. Where they're talking about, like, other streamers are talking about doing, you know, award shows. It's kind of interesting. You're wondering, it's funny, it's funny how you think, oh, those guys are friends because you saw them together, or no, man, nobody's friends in this streamer world. No, like, I'm not part of that world at all. I'm just doing my own thing over here, man. But thank God that I'm not, like, subject to that world, because that world's so fucking toxic, man. You want to talk about toxic work environment? Jeez. Give young kids power and they'll fucking Jesus Christ. Nasty. Little nasties is what they are. Alright, we're doing better though. This is a better run than we did last time. I think. It feels like better. Maybe it's not. I don't know. You know what's helping us is the heavy ball thing. The heavy ball, because it's got a lot of heft to it. Does a good job there. There we go. Yikes. I'll tell you what I really want to do, like in what I can't wait to do tonight, and that is read. I wanted to sit with a book and read for a little while today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it on stream. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. Why would I do that? Look, it's kind of cool when people do stuff like that. Like, I'm going to read on stream, and it's just literally them reading. And it's kind of funny and cute, but like it kind of wears... For me, it's like... One of the most, I've said this before, one of the most brilliant streams I ever saw was a guy named Miskiff. He fucking sat, he had a wheel that he spun, and people were like, I don't know, people loved that wheel, man. They wanted to see different things that would show up on the wheel that he would have to do. It was brilliant. He would get subs. I mean, it was a smart thing to do. And then he spun. So that's number one. That's good for that guy. And then there was one place on the wheel which said you have to sit in the corner of the room and stare at the wall for, I think it was multiple hours, dude. And I gotta say, he did it. I think it was like 8 hours. It was insane. It actually was insane. But like to a brilliant, like at that point, you have to give the person their due. Like, that's smart. That's really smart. Because no one's doing that. No one thought to do it. And I'm sure people would hate to be like, you're saying Miskiff is genius? I'm like, that was genius, yes. I'm sure he's got like other things that he does that isn't so brilliant, but that was brilliant. Sorry, it was. I apologize. No, I don't apologize. Why am I apologizing? Okay. Let's see. We definitely want this guy again. Let's pick somebody that we feel is just a rock star at this. Actually, this guy's a good player. Let's play these two. We're just gonna keep chipping away at this, man. Keep chipping away. We're gonna find the combo that gets us. It's really interesting because level 6, man, this is layer 7. Layer 6, I burn through so fucking fast. And I don't even really, it was just like really easy for me. This one is where I'm finding more trouble than almost at any level I've had so far. Although I'll say the first level I thought was one of the hardest levels of this game. I couldn't get through it. For a while. It took me a while. I mean, I got through it, but it took me a while. Alright, you know what I need? I need a drink here. Hold on. We're doing good. Look at that, huh? No! Okay. I didn't want to miss it. Sorry for panicking, everybody. Panic at the Disco. Look, I say this. I was born at a really... I was born in a time when creativity... People had already done a bunch of cocaine and shit, and people were just at the top of their creativity levels. David Bowie was around. I mean, there was nothing... Some of the greatest tennis players to this day were in my generation. John McEnroe, Jim Connors, Bjorn Borg, and many, many more. We had female tennis players that were great. Tennis was a big deal in the 70s. Tennis is a great sport. You had Dr. J. You had you had the greatest comedians of all time, like, that were just doing stuff that were that would take 50 years for me to even contemplate. They were doing it at that time. So I just felt like I was born at a time when, like, what am I supposed to do with my life? It's like everybody was just doing it and doing it better. You had fucking, like, Genesis, Phil Collins, some of the best rock bands of all time, Led Zeppelin. When I was born, Led Zeppelin was doing its thing. Van Halen. It's like when Eddie Van Halen came out with the guitar, there was like a lot of guitarists that just became born, like shredders, but there was also a lot of guitarists that were like, you know, I shouldn't do that, but like, they were just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? You know, like, this guy's just doing, like, he's running circles around us with his guitar riffs. Yeah, it's kind of discouraging as, like, growing up in a time where there's so much brilliance. Like, I almost wish I was born in this time zone. Sure, all that other stuff was created, you could say, but, like, look what's happening right now. Like, I feel like I would dominate. If I was born at this time, maybe not. I don't think I would like rap music. Because when I was born, like, you know, rap was just starting to become a thing. Rap was kind of like relatively new by the time I was a teenager. It was kind of like a new thing. Now it's like 50 years old or something like that. And so it's going through a tough time. It's not very good. It's the same as shit. It's the tone of it is bad. Everything about rap really right now is just not good at all. Drake is not good. Drake is terrible. Stop saying Drake's good. He's not good. Drake is an actor who does music. I don't know why people don't see that. I don't know. He's an actor that plays music. Back in the day, that was a novelty thing. If you were like your thing was like, if you're good looking, people would be like, okay, good. First thing is, we want to get you on a TV show. You're great looking. That's good. And then you just do everything in the entertainment field, and you hope for a long career. And it was all because you had a little, what people call talent, which is really just really bolstered by good looks. I've said it a million times. If I do come back, it's got to be good looking. I don't care if it's a cat, a dog, a fucking beetle. Not one of the beetles, but like a beetle, like an actual bug or an ant. Make me a good looking ant. Not ant like A-U-N-T, but like A-N-T. Why are there so many words that have the same fucking letters? God damn it. Let's beat this thing, man. We want this. Come on. You can do it. That took a lot out of us. Well, this is a nice evolution. I like this team. Actually, this is a good team. Very good team. Frozen Flame. Frozen Flame! This was a good run. This was a good run. How long was that? It's not bad. 9-minute run. That's good, actually. Woo! Old level 7. I think I know the answer to this, but I think it's 14. Is the answer. Let's see. Let's see. The question is, how many levels, or yeah, we'll just call it levels, are in the game Ball X Pitt? Wow, they really didn't understand what I said that time. The game Ball X Pitt. How many levels? 8 levels. Oh shit. 8 worlds. And completing them is the main campaign objective. Players progress through these levels to finish the game. Game is structured into 8 levels or worlds. You move through these 8 worlds to complete the campaign, which has a finite ending. That's great. It takes about 17 hours to complete. That's what they say. I've been burning through this thing then. How many? 21 hours. So I should have completed it by now. Alright, good. But that's great. Yeah, this game is great. This is a great... I hope people enjoy this game. I hope people enjoy watching this game. Woo, okay. I see you. I see you. I see you. All right. Wow, I think we've opened up like some new construction shit. All right, we're really some next level shit here. All right, not really. Let's go. I don't know. What am I getting excited about? Oh, we only have 3 more things to unlock there too. Okay, great. This is excellent. I'm happy with the progress that we're making, and I'm going to go with this guy. And obviously, this is my guy today. This guy's really helpful. My guy! My guy! My guy. Hey, my guy! Obviously, I hate that too. I hate everything. I mean, obviously I'm a peaceful person. Like, I'm pretty at peace with myself and my life. But, like, I definitely don't think that I should be just, like, happy about everything. I hate everything, mostly. But that's good because that means you want things to improve. Now, if things get better and I'm still bitching, then I'm an asshole. But that doesn't happen. I know that. Once things start to get better, like my job, for example, I love what I do right now. I love everything. Not only do I love what I do, now I even like my boss, which I've never liked the boss before. And it's not like I like my boss. It's like I just respect my boss. It's finally I have a good one. But that's like very hard. I wasn't expecting to ever get that. And now that I've got it, I am at peace with that now. Now I'm just like, you're not going to hear me complaining if the guy does something that I don't like. It's like, yeah, but the guy overall is the guy. Like, he's the man. He's a good man. And I appreciate that. Like, he's a good person, you know? I think he's got good qualities as, like, a person instead of just some money. He's not just some paycheck to me. It's like a person that I want to be. Like, also, he knows things that I don't know. So there's, like, a tutelage there, you know? But I never thought I was ever going to get that. Like, I gave up on the idea of having a mentor a long time ago. Like, I just realized, like, oh, there's just no such thing as a mentor for me, I guess. It's just like, you know. So, yeah, so if you sense me being negative, yeah, but that negativity has kept me going. But I don't want to live in that negativity. The goal is to like get to a positive place. You always want to become more positive each time, but I think it's fake to be like everything's great. It's great. It's not great. You should know it's not. I'm gonna tell you when it's good and when it's not. No, for me now it is, but there's still things to improve. There's a lot of things I need to get better in my life. And like, you know, I still want to get better at what I do, and I still want to have better jobs. Like, I don't know, you know, I have fantasies about like working in a fucking national park as like a national park ranger. Like, that's a real fantasy. Like, if I could get a job like that where like I could live on a ranch. Maybe that's why shows like Yellowstone and stuff like that are so popular. But I don't want to be a ranch hand. I'd want to be like a security guard. Although ranch hand is interesting. Because you get to deal with the horses and stuff. It's funny, that's a world I never even thought about moving to the country and becoming like a ranch hand or something. I was just born like in the city, and we're just like, we'll just be a city guy and just be a blue collar loser. And so it's like, oh, okay. So we had to change the direction a little bit, but we have successfully. Look at this one. What is this? The blizzard. Look at the oh, the blizzard. Dude, blizz this. Look at the blizzard. Wow. That's really good. Holy shit, the blizzard thing is awesome. Look at that. Are you looking or no? You said you were gonna look. Just kidding. And thank God I dodged the kid thing, because I almost had a kid by accident, obviously. Where you get that one girlfriend who just thinks you're the one, and that's nice, but like, my life would have been doomed with that person. Like, that person was just, you know, that was a young Van Pebble just making decisions with his dick. So I mean, it's so good that I didn't get pregnant by that stupid idiot. I would have been so fucked with that person. They would have fucked everybody I know. Like, they were vindictive too, and they were hot. That's the thing, man. But also, I mean, I would never have married. I don't think if I ever end up with a woman in life, because it's gonna have to be a woman. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. I have a ring. Sorry guys. I'm still act gay. I just I can still act like a faggot. I'm just kidding. Listen, it's a funny word. It's not funny to call somebody that if you're basically like, but faggot is a fucking funny word, man. Get the fuck out of here. It is. It's funny. Okay, go. I think it's funny like words that are funny, but like there's a difference between saying it when you're by yourself and then being around a group of people and using words like that, because I feel like I'm very sensitive to saying things that make people uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. But if I'm sitting here on my own, I need to have a filter still, but you know, if I'm dropping an F-bomb and I'm by myself, I feel like it should be taken with a grain of salt. Look at this. Blizzard and laser. Which would be what? Blizzard and laser. Wow, that's crazy. Dude, blizzard and laser. Woohoo! Come on, man. This is our time. I don't know. I feel like I was destined to be alone. And this is what I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be by myself. I have more harmony on my own. I find life to be there's a truth about life that I think I possess. And the answer is solo. Like going solo, flying solo, be by yourself. There's a strength to it. There's a natural beauty to being alone. I know it scares a lot of people to be by themselves, be alone. Listen, I don't know why, but I feel like that was my destiny, to be by myself, to spend time alone, to contemplate things by myself. Because I come up with different answers when I'm alone. If I'm around other people, I'm affected. Obviously, you're affected by the consensus of everybody else. But when you're by yourself, you're not afraid to realize you can say a hard no to things. That peer pressure is real, man. Like, I would have tried drugs anyway, because I have addiction in my family, and I'm just a curious person. So I would have tried those things anyway. I don't do them anymore. That's a long time ago. But yeah, we did we ran the gambit on that shit, dude. Ecstasy, you name it. Fucking popping pills. Not like I was popping pills every day, but we went through our period of time where we were doing shit like that. I would say if you look at me, you probably could tell I wasn't a hardcore addict. I was just a stupid guy who didn't realize that his addiction is a problem. Like, if you have the addiction gene in your family, you gotta stay away from, like, you can't do things normally like other people. Even like when you drink coffee, you gotta like chill. Because like when you're an addict, everything can be like medicine for you, you know? It's just something I've noticed personally. And by the way, the only way to get out of like hardcore addiction, solo. You gotta do it alone. There's power in being alone, I'm telling you guys. Don't make me say it again, god damn it. I'm just kidding, let's go. We'll do this. Do it live, we'll do that. Yeah, because some of those guys can go through trees and stuff. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ball X Pitt. My name is Van Pebble. And that's going to do it for the stream tonight. I want to do one more stream tonight, so I wanted to like finish this one strong, which I feel like we did. That was good. That was good what we did there. Because we were looking like shit at first, let's face it. And that's not our fault. That's the level we're at. I didn't realize how close we actually are to finishing this game. I would say that doesn't mean we're close, but I didn't realize how close we were. We still got a long ways to go. I can see that. My name is Van Pebble. This is how I do an end of a stream thing. I do a quick advertisement. Please, would you please do me a favor? If you'd like to support what I'm doing, do me a favor. Check out my social media. What I'm doing. My social media is as follows. Twitter. Van Pebble's on Twitter. This is a nice tweet we did. The Running Man movie, the new one. The first one was all about 80s action and 80s nude scenes and Arnold Schwarzenegger. This new one is better overall movie. It is a better overall. I'm not sure why they decided to make it. It is good fun, but the first one is more memorable, funnier, edgier. That is how I feel. Hey, look, somebody liked it. Okay, but the point is, that's the kind of stuff we're going to be tweeting on there. We're just here to like get people out of their heads, and it is creating a conversation that you want to have, not one that you don't want to have. That's what we are on Twitter. We are also on PayPal. If you'd like to, hey pal, do you want to be a PayPal? Well, if you'd like to help support me, this is one way you could do it. Show me the cash. With the Cash App. Look at that. Oh, I'm dancing while I do it. That's good. PayPal at Thomas Palmino on PayPal. No capital letters. No spaces either. Whoa. At Thomas Palmino. And if you have a Prime sub, a lot of people have Amazon Prime. Most people have it. You get a free sub on there. If you're not using it and you're sick of giving it to bigger streamers that are already spending all their money and lavish, making their own cookie brands and overcharging everybody for it, that's what they're doing with your money. Are you comfortable with that? Well, then you keep doing it. But if you're not, there's a guy I know named Van Pebble that would love your Prime sub. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, follow me on Twitch as well. We need more followers always. We don't have a lot of followers. My goal is just, let's try to get a cult following of just that group of people that fuck with you. They really like you. And then when you do something stupid in the future, they'll still stay with you. You can rape people, you can kill people, you can shock dog collars with people. I'm just kidding. All right. Getting off track. Ladies and gentlemen, last thing I'd like to advertise here is is my YouTube channel. And the truth, that was a joke, but I really would like to get like I just want a certain group of people who are really, really like, we like you, man, we like you, you're good. And then after I get that going, I'll just keep it going, and we'll keep growing and getting better and better. But right now, we're just a small group here. We don't have really followers. We have people that are interested, that like what we're doing. And my goal is, I think if I can show these people, you like what I'm doing right now? You enjoying it? Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I like it. I like what you're doing. Okay, well, stay with me, because in a year from now, if you're still fucking with me, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to fuck with me. So I'm giving you like a year. That's a long time. And really, you should know within a couple months. Like we stream every week, guys. We're putting up videos like it's fucking, like it's candy. We're popping it like it's water. We're drinking it like it's water. We have 479 videos. That's a lot of fucking videos. And it's not like each video is like 20 minutes. Like, we're talking about an hour and a half to 3 hour videos, guys. So we're gonna keep doing that. Please, like I said, you can do all the stuff I just said. YouTube channel, support that, like that, subscribe to that, and that's it. We make it to another end of another stream. It's sad. It's sad coming to the end, actually. I enjoy doing it so much. But the show must go on. There's another stream to be had here. And I was thinking maybe we had so much fun yesterday. Let's do some more Fortnite. So that's the next thing. If you're watching right now and you're wondering, what's he going to do next? I'm going to fart with my thumb. Ready? Okay. And then after that, I'm going to play Fortnite. And then I'm going to play Fart Night. Alright, it's not funny. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the stream. Have a great day. Be good to yourself, please. Peace.